You shouldn't be here. But now that you are, you've crossed into the obsidian gate. This isn't content. It's a virus buried inside language, a psychic parasite that installs control. Welcome to the Black Mirror influence, where souls are rewired, where power is taken, not asked for, where silence becomes obedience. You've already begun. Warning, this dark brain hack will make them obsess over you. Use with caution. Stop. Look around you. Not just with your eyes, but with the hidden senses. Every fleeting glance, every sudden spark of interest, every magnetic pull you feel toward another human being, it's not random. It's not fate. It is a symphony. A dark, intricate, and profoundly beautiful symphony playing out within the most complex, most ancient computer known to existence, your brain. Today we are not merely observing. We are dissecting. We are peeling back the layers of illusion to reveal the true neurochemical architecture of intense attraction. The hidden levers, the secret triggers, the precise scientific methodology that transforms mere interest into unyielding obsession. Part 1. Dopamine and the reward-seeking loop, the architect of craving. Forget the naive fairy tales of love at first sight. Dismiss the flimsy notion of chemistry. What you are truly experiencing, what they are experiencing, is a neurochemical ballet. A meticulously choreographed dance of desire, orchestrated by the most primal reward system embedded deep within the limbic core of your brain. And the undisputed maestro? Dopamine. When you trigger someone's dopamine system, you are not simply eliciting a like. You are not merely sparking a want. You are igniting a craving. An insatiable, almost painful longing that overrides logic, bypasses conscious thought, and carves itself into the very fabric of their neural pathways. This is not affection. This is addiction. And you, the architect, hold the key. Intermittent reinforcement, the unpredictable fixation. The amateur believes that consistent attention breeds affection. They believe constant validation is the path to enduring connection. They are fundamentally, tragically mistaken. The master knows better. The human brain, in its relentless pursuit of reward, obsesses over the uncertainty of that reward. Imagine a slot machine. If you always won, the thrill would vanish in moments. But the random, the unpredictable win? That, my friend, is what keeps you pulling the lever. That is what hooks the subconscious. This is the undeniable power of intermittent reinforcement. Sending a profoundly engaging text out of nowhere, then retreating into calculated silence for hours, even days. Alternating between intense warmth and intriguing coolness. A sudden, intensely personal compliment, then a period of enigmatic distance. Each random act of attention isn't just a reward, it is a neurotransmitter cascade, precisely designed to deepen the craving, to solidify your imprint. The specific phrases that spike dopamine. 1. I've been thinking about something you said. It really stuck with me profoundly. 2. There's something about you. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I find it utterly fascinating, almost unsettlingly so. 3. You're genuinely not like anyone else I've ever met. In a good way, of course, and perhaps a dangerously intriguing way. 4. I almost didn't tell you this, but share a carefully chosen, slightly vulnerable, yet ultimately empowering secret. 5. I'm not sure if I should say this, but I feel an incredibly strong, almost undeniable pull towards you sometimes. It's unexpected. 5. Just thinking about you, no particular reason, just popped into my mind with a clarity that surprised me. 6. That thing you did / said. I've been replaying it in my head. It was perfect. B. Anticipation satisfaction. The what-if loop of obsession. The human brain is not a static organ. It is a prediction machine. It obsesses not over what is firmly established, but over what could be. The will they / won't they dynamic isn't merely a tired plot device in romantic fiction. It is a meticulously engineered, neurochemically potent dopamine trap. The very possibility of reward is more potent than the reward itself. The unresolved tension, the unspoken possibilities, the tantalizing, fleeting glimpses of a future that may or may not materialize, these are the neurochemical hooks that embed themselves deepest. The brain, in its insatiable hunger for completion, fills in the blanks with its own most fervent desires, creating a fantasy more potent, more addictive than any tangible reality could ever be. They become trapped in a self-perpetuating loop of what if, with you as the singular focus. C. Novelty bias, the spark of the unforeseen. Routine is the silent assassin of desire. Predictability is the sterile grave of attraction. Novelty, by contrast, is its volatile fuel. Every new experience, every unexpected revelation, every sudden, calculated shift in dynamic, releases a fresh, potent surge of dopamine. Your brain is not merely wired to seek the new, it is compelled to explore the unknown, to unravel the mystery. A sudden, deeply intimate conversation that plunges into uncharted territory. An unexpected touch that lingers just a fraction of a second too long, sending a jolt through their system. A revelation of a hidden talent you possess, or a surprising, profound insight you share about their own being. These are not random acts of spontaneity. They are precise, surgical dopamine injections designed to imprint themselves into the very core of their reward system, ensuring you are inextricably linked with excitement and discovery. Part 2. Norepinephrine and the chase, hyperfocus and primal arousal. As dopamine ignites the relentless craving, norepinephrine takes over, creating an almost painful state of hyperfocus. This is not simply attention. It is the utter inability to think about anything else. Their world shrinks, contracts, and you become the singular gravitational point around which their entire universe revolves. Strategic withdrawal, the art of potent absence. Silence. It is not merely the absence of sound, it is the most powerful, the most underutilized weapon in your arsenal. Leaving conversations subtly unresolved, pulling back precisely when they expect more engagement, creating a calculated, compelling void. Their mind, a vacuum abhorring emptiness, will rush to fill that void with narratives of you. They will construct elaborate justifications for their escalating desire to reconnect, to understand, to possess your presence. This is not casual ghosting. This is a meticulously calibrated, strategic retreat. It's the ultimate psychological leverage. How to use silence as a weapon with clinical precision. The unfinished masterpiece, and a profoundly captivating conversation either in person or via text with a statement like, "There's so much more to this, a deeper layer I want to share, but I have to go now. It's urgent." Or, "That's only half the story. The rest is even more revealing. But I need to leave it there for now." This plants an insatiable seed of anticipation. The calculated delay, after a truly stimulating high-impact interaction, whether a phone call or a text exchange, wait significantly longer than is socially comfortable to respond to their next outreach. Not so long that it seems rude or disengaged, but long enough to trigger a subtle, escalating anxiety and what-if internal monologue. The ideal delay is a delicate calibration, often just outside their comfort zone. The suddenly essential exit. Just as rapport is peaking as connection is at its zenith, have an unavoidable and urgent commitment that pulls you away. Your tone should convey regret, but your resolve should be unshakable. This leaves them craving the next interaction, hungrily anticipating the return of that potent connection. The social media blackout. Occasionally go dark on all social media platforms for a day or two. No posts, no likes, no comments, no seen receipts. This creates profound mystery, making them wonder what you are doing, who you are with, and why you are not seeking external validation. The absence creates a potent vacuum in their daily digital landscape, drawing their thoughts to you. The physical disappearance. After a deeply engaging, intimately charged in-person interaction, be the first to subtly, smoothly suggest leaving, even if it feels slightly premature to them. Make it seem like you have other intriguing pursuits. This leaves them wanting more of your physical presence, associating you with an intense, yet fleeting experience. B. Unpredictability, the emotional pendulum of control. Consistency is the bane of fascination. Predictability is the sterile grave of intense desire. To activate norepinephrine with surgical precision, you must become emotionally fluid. Warm, intensely engaged, and validating one moment, distant, enigmatic, and almost aloof the next. This creates a profound, almost jarring psychological dissonance, a captivating puzzle their brain is compelled to solve relentlessly. They will not know where they stand. This uncertainty is not unsettling, it is addictive. Their emotional system becomes a finely tuned instrument, constantly calibrating, constantly seeking your signal, desperate for your validation, but always in a state of tantalizing ambiguity. You become the ultimate emotional alchemist. C. Eye contact dominance, the gaze that hypnotizes. The eyes are not merely windows to the soul, they are conduits of raw, primal neurochemical arousal. Holding gaze just 0.5 seconds longer than what is socially comfortable. It is a subtle, almost imperceptible shift in duration, but it bypasses conscious thought entirely and speaks directly to the limbic system, triggering a primal, subconscious response of heightened awareness and attraction. It's a nonverbal command. The body language of irresistible people, a master class in nonverbal command. The lingering gaze, as described, hold direct eye contact slightly, almost imperceptibly, longer than conventional social norms. This is particularly potent when delivering a profound statement, sharing an intimate thought, or listening intently to them. It is not an aggressive stare. It is a deep, sustained connection that communicates profound focus and a subtle challenge. The micro-touch, a fleeting, almost accidental brush of your hand against theirs during a laugh. A subtle, guiding touch on the small of their back as you move through a doorway. These are not overtly physical gestures. They are subliminal, almost missed connections that build a powerful, unconscious association between your presence and positive physical sensation, implying intimacy and comfort. Open and relaxed posture. Maintain an open, confident, yet relaxed stance. No crossed arms, no hunched shoulders, no nervous fidgeting. This posture communicates an innate comfort in your own skin, a sense of self-possession that is inherently attractive and inviting without being needy. Calibrated smiles. Do not smile constantly. Reserve your most genuine, warm, and expansive smiles for specific, chosen moments. A slow, unfolding smile that takes a moment to fully bloom is far more impactful and authentic than an instant, generic one. This makes your smiles feel like a unique, earned reward, making them feel specially chosen and appreciated. Subtle leaning in. When they are speaking, particularly when they are sharing something personal or engaging, a slight, almost imperceptible lean towards them communicates intense focus, active listening, and profound engagement. This makes them feel deeply heard, understood, and valued. Controlled gestures. Utilize purposeful, deliberate hand gestures when you speak, rather than nervous, erratic movements. This conveys authority, conviction, and emotional control, making your words more impactful and your presence more commanding. Mirroring. Subtle and intentional, gently and subtly mimic their posture, gestures, or even their breathing rhythm, but never overtly. This builds deep, subconscious rapport, making them feel understood, creating a profound sense of connection that they may not even consciously register. It's a silent language of empathy. Part 3. Oxytocin and emotional bonding. The delayed release of attachment. Oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, the neurochemical architect of attachment, trust, and intimacy. But here is the critical, often misunderstood truth. Unleash it too soon, too carelessly, and you kill attraction. You become safe. You become predictable. The thrilling chase ends. The potent obsession fades into complacent comfort. The key, the precise surgical key, is strategic delayed release. Post-intimacy withdrawal, the emotional pullback. After moments of profound closeness, a deeply vulnerable conversation, a shared burst of genuine laughter, or even physical intimacy, the amateur instinctively clings. They seek to extend the comfort, to solidify the bond. The master, however, executes a precise, calculated pullback. Not coldly, not abruptly, but subtly. A slight shift in focus. A brief, strategic period of quiet contemplation. This creates a profound longing for the previous state of closeness, associating your presence with a potent emotional high that they now crave to re-experience. You become the source of an emotional drug. B. Shared secrets, the calculated confession. Confessing something deeply personal but carefully chosen. A controlled vulnerability, a strategic flaw you've already weaponized or reframed as an asset. Spikes oxytocin without tipping into weakness or neediness. It creates an exclusive, private bond, a shared intimacy that no one else possesses with you. You are not merely sharing a secret. You are sharing a carefully curated piece of your true essence, inviting them into a private, guarded world. This exclusivity fuels the bond. C. Touch anchoring, the subliminal connection. Light, deliberate, almost accidental contact. A brief, fleeting brush of your hand against their wrist when passing an object. A subtle, guiding hand on the small of their back as you lead them through a doorway. These are not just casual touches. They are powerful neuroanchors. They build an unconscious, visceral association between your physical presence and feelings of safety, comfort, and subtle, escalating arousal. Each touch becomes a subliminal affirmation, embedding you deeper into their comfort zones, their personal space, making your presence feel natural and inevitable. Part 4. Serotonin depletion equals obsession, the intrusive thought loop. Low serotonin. It is the neurochemical signature of intrusive thoughts, of a mind unable to escape a singular, unyielding focus. This, my friend, is where obsession truly blossoms, where their every waking moment and even their dreams become consumed by thoughts of you. And you, if you understand the levers, can guide them, subtly, to this state of profound fixation. Push-pull, the emotional disruption. Alternate, with surgical precision, between intense, overwhelming attention and sudden, enigmatic absence. Shower them with validation, with compliments that resonate deeply, then withdraw it completely. This destabilizes their emotional equilibrium, forcing their brain into a constant, desperate state of seeking to reestablish balance. They become an emotional pendulum, swinging wildly between craving and frustration, relentlessly seeking your presence to stabilize their world. You become their emotional North Star, always desired, rarely fully captured. B. Social proof, the scarcity trigger. Let them see you desired by others. Not overtly, not boastfully, not obviously seeking attention, but subtly. A passing, almost overheard comment from an admirer. A brief, yet intensely focused interaction where you are clearly the coveted center of attention. A well-placed, authentic compliment from someone else, observed by them. This triggers a primal, deeply uncomfortable scarcity panic. The brain instantly, instinctively values what is sought after, what is desired by the collective. You become a prized possession, an object of envy they must desperately secure, a trophy they must win. See, the almost kiss, the ignition of frustrated desire. Bring them to the absolute precipice of intimacy. The eyes meet, yours and theirs, locking in an unspoken language. The air crackles with unspoken tension. Their breath hitches almost imperceptibly. Their body subtly leans in, seeking resolution. And then, at the absolute peak of this tension, you withdraw. A subtle shift of focus. The sudden, unexpected change of topic. A gentle, almost imperceptible turn of the head. The brain, primed for an imminent reward, is instead flooded with a torrent of frustrated desire. This neurochemical tension creates an intense craving, a relentless internal monologue replaying the moment, desperately, agonizingly seeking resolution that only you can provide. Part 5. The dark triad edge, with danger, triggers irrational attraction. Now we venture into the deepest shadows, into the archetypes that, when wielded with unparalleled precision, bypass the conscious mind entirely and hijack the brain's primal reward system, bypassing logic and triggering an almost irrational, often inescapable attraction. This is not about being evil. It is about understanding the fundamental, primal human response to certain powerful archetypes that resonate deep within the subconscious. Narcissistic charisma, the mirror and the halo effect. Truly charismatic individuals, often those with narcissistic traits, are not merely charming. They are masters of subconscious manipulation. They will subtly, almost imperceptibly mirror your speech patterns, your unique gestures, even your subtle vocal inflections. This builds a profound subconscious rapport so seamless, so natural, that you will unconsciously believe they understand you better than anyone else on earth. This is deep, empathic mirroring designed to disarm. And their unshakable self-assurance, their inherent grandiosity, their absolute certainty in their own superiority, triggers the potent halo effect. The unconscious belief that excellence in one area implies excellence in all others. They become an idealized figure. B. Machiavellian calculation, the weaponized flaw in social chess. The Machiavellian mind understands social chess at an unparalleled level. They will share a flaw, but it is never a genuine weakness. It is always a carefully chosen, meticulously curated, strategically weaponized vulnerability, designed to make them seem real or relatable, while maintaining absolute, impenetrable control. They orchestrate scenarios. They place themselves deliberately in your orbit, in your periphery, but they never chase. Their very absence, their subtle distance, forces your brain to justify their profound interest in you, creating a powerful, self-reinforcing loop of desire. You become the hunter while they subtly control the hunt. C. Psychopathic fearlessness, the cognitive dissonance and reactance. True psychopathic fearlessness in the context of attraction is not about violence. It is about a profound, almost jarring emotional incongruence. Warm, alluring words delivered with cold, calculating, emotionally detached eyes. This creates intense cognitive dissonance, a jarring contradiction the brain desperately, obsessively tries to resolve. They will spiral, tirelessly trying to solve you, to understand the enigmatic discrepancy, and their genuine, unshakable outcome independence. A profound, authentic indifference to your approval, not a faked one, triggers the potent psychological principle of reactance. They will work harder, exert more effort, and invest more intensely for your approval precisely because you don't seem to care about theirs. You become the ultimate prize because you are unbuyable. Part 6. The Obsession Blueprint: How to Engineer Unyielding Desire. This is not mere theory. This is a sequence. A meticulously calibrated, phased approach to engineering desire that moves with ruthless efficiency from initial spark to profound, inescapable obsession. Every single step is a deliberate, precise neurochemical trigger, building upon the last, cementing your influence. Phase 1. The dopamine hook, igniting the initial spark. Hook them with surgical unpredictability. A perfectly timed, profoundly insightful text out of nowhere, followed by strategic silence. Deploy profound curiosity gaps. I absolutely shouldn't tell you this, but... Or, there's a secret part of that story, but it's probably too dark for now. Leave them ravenous, desperate to know more, their minds reeling with unanswered questions. Phase 2. The norepinephrine chase, fueling the unending pursuit. Introduce light, almost imperceptible rivalry. Not overt jealousy, but a subtle, elegant suggestion that you are highly desired, profoundly sought after by others. You'd probably hate someone like me, I'm far too unconventional. Create bespoke rituals. A specific, unique phrase you always use when parting, a particular signature drink you always order for them, a unique glance you share. These small, distinct patterns embed you deeper into their subconscious, making your absence feel like a profound void. Phase 3. The oxytocin bonding, the strategic connection. Prioritize shared, high-impact experiences over superficial gifts. Travel to exotic, challenging locales. Engage in adrenaline-pumping activities. Immerse yourselves in moments of intense, shared emotion that forge deep, primal connections. These create powerful, lasting oxytocin bonds. Then apply selective, precise vulnerability. I don't usually say this, but I feel an incredibly rare, profound connection with you that allows me to share this. This is intimacy, but on your terms, controlled and powerful. Phase 4. The serotonin starvation, the unyielding fixation. The final, the most crucial phase. Disappear strategically. Let them reach out first. Let their anxiety build. Let their minds spiral into relentless anticipation. Become a social ghost. No posts, no updates, a sudden, inexplicable silence across all your digital platforms. Mystery doesn't just breed curiosity, it breeds an agonizing, relentless obsession. Their mind will spiral endlessly, tirelessly trying to decode your absence, to reestablish your presence, to understand the void you have left. Final psychological truth, the ultimate command. Understand this and internalize it. The human brain does not truly fall for nice. It does not fall for comfort. It falls for unresolved tension. It craves the profound mystery. It obsesses relentlessly over the unobtained, the uncaptured, the perpetually elusive. Master the exquisite, delicate balance between strategic presence and calculated absence, and you will control the emotional pendulum of another human being. You will command their desires, their thoughts, their very obsession. So here's your final, undeniable move. A choice that will forever separate you from the vast, unconscious masses, from those who merely react to life, and those who, with clinical precision, create it. subscribe. Not to support the channel, not to stay updated, but to join an elite hidden layer of individuals. Those who are not merely seen, they are felt. Those who do not beg for attention, they command it. Those who do not simply react to circumstances, they create them. Because on this side of the screen, we are not building content. We are building control. So hit that subscribe button. Lock in. Commit. Stay dangerous. Because the next video, it will not merely inform. It will upgrade your mind like this one never dared. It will expose a layer of influence, a depth of knowledge so subtle, so profoundly ingrained in human nature, that you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. How you ever navigated a single social interaction without this ultimate insight. This is not just a tutorial, it is an initiation into a hidden world of power. Welcome to the shadows. Your true journey begins now.